Welcome to another episode of Convo Corner. We are the people given a platform to speak their mind, what troubles them, and to seek solutions to their questions. I am Miraba Lydia. Today, we are going to discuss a very interesting topic on the sure ways in which you can lose your money in Nairobi, Kenya. So be sure that if you do these things that we're going to talk about, sure you're going to lose your money. So stick to the end of this video so that you don't become a victim of this. So, and to help me delve into this topic is my guest, and without further ado, I'll let her introduce herself.
Sasini, mimi naitwa Vicky.
Karibu sana Vicky.
Asante.
So as you've heard, today's topic you're going to discuss about sure ways in which you can lose your money in Nairobi. You know, like if you do these things, sure, pesa yako itaenda mara hiyo. That's what, yeah. So like I know we've had a lot of stories of people being scammed in Nairobi. It for sure it is true, yeah. I don't know. Have you ever been scammed
in Nairobi?
Okay, anywhere. Yes.
I've never been scammed and I felt bad. I felt so stupid. I was like, damn, that was nice. That was a smooth one. And I don't know even saying amenigonga. She's kamiwa ati what?
What is the story?
The story was this. Nilikuwa na deni ya Safaricom.
Okay.
Yeah, credit.
Wow. Okay.
Sawa kubwa. And the money that I had that time could not cover the whole debt. So, and I needed data.
Okay.
So, I decided, okay, at least nihurumie nilikuwa high school bado.
Okay.
So, I decided what? Nilikuwa na namba za watu wengi hawa sijui save. So, I saw a status ya msika catch my eye. Ati anauza bundles.
Okay.
Hey. And
then they sell it cheaply.
Cheap, like you're like, wow. And so alikuwa anauza hizi data za Safaricom. Sijui za 150. Yeah, I think so. Kazi ziko za 150, I think so zilikuwa za 100, but between 100 and 150, and they were good because they were around 30 GB. So I was like, even if I use 1 GB daily,
yeah, it's that you're sorted.
I'm sorted, plus nitakuwa nishapata pesa ya kulipa. Alafu you know, to make matters better was what? Anaandika even if uko na mkopo umekopa the bundle is still come.
Okay.
Yeah, because so that is not the terms of Safaricom. Okay. If you have a debt, you have to pay the debt so that even if someone is buying for you the data, they have to lipia for you the okoa.
It's true.
Yes.
Kunanga
hiyo.
Ukweli
serious hakunanga tikubaiana data ukiwa na mkopo.
Lakini si unaweza. Mimi nikikubaia hakuna.
Kama uko na mkopo,
Hiyo
story ilisha kitambo sana. Wewe.
Ati sasa mimi unajua kunile kitambo tulikuwa tunafanya like ukiwa na mkopo I buy for you. Yeah, me I can buy for you directly.
Wapi?
Really?
Kama uko na deni ya 750 na unataka kumbaya bundle za 20, utume 770.
Okay.
Watakwambia hivyo hapo mwisho. Are you nini?
Okay.
770.
So hata mimi nishaikuwa scammed by the way, but you know, mimi nishaikuwa scammed twice. Okay. Moja ilikuwa almost kuwa scammed. And then but the other one I was scammed for real. So like you see like in Facebook how you do talk to somebody like I don't know if it is 22. I guess it's 2020.
For real? Okay. Who am I to judge?
2020. Juzi like si kitambo sana.
The word Facebook is a red flag. Facebook.
Okay. So mimi nimekuwa Facebook for quite some time. So mimi mtu akani friend request. So akani friend request nikakubali. So kukubali, so tulikuwa tunaongea na this person for quite some time. Sawa? For a long time.
Is that story?
For a long time.
You never mentioned Facebook.
Oh, I never mentioned Facebook.
No.
I just said the story. It was
Story.
Facebook. It was Facebook. Then this person asked for a WhatsApp, my WhatsApp number. So apparently I have a business WhatsApp that has a different number, and then I have my WhatsApp now. So like I gave the number. So we were talking, and then this person even could like call me through WhatsApp, but still a video call, voice call. Sawa. So I could talk na naongea tu kama mzungu. Akaniambia we, you know, I live in Britain, but I don't know he's from which country. So before he came to work in Britain, he used to work in the USA. So this person asked me like, what do you do? By then I was a teacher. Nilikuwa na practice teaching. So I told them I'm a teacher. They said, okay, that's good. So we usually tunge text. Angeni text tu na angeni voice. Ila tu like just a friend. So ikafikia like December. I guess we talked like 1 year. Ikafika December na ikasema, oh no, my contract.
1 year. Iwe kwa maana alikuwa na patience.
Alikuwa na patience. Kama si 1 year ni 6 months, lakini tuliongea for quite some time tukiongea tu. So like he told me, now my contract is coming to an end. And because my contract is coming to an end, let me do what? I want to send this, I want to come to Kenya. Now that you're a teacher, maybe what do you think we can do? We can invest in maybe like, we can build maybe a school, we can do blah, blah. A lot of things, because he said, I don't know, he was an engineer or something. Okay. Now, I'm telling you. So he told me, I want to send my part of my luggage to you before I do the, like I come personally, because I don't know, he was supposed to go and see his family, kind of, and then he comes to Kenya. Then when he comes to Kenya, after coming to Kenya, he's going, I don't know, to the USA. So, and he told me, I'm going to buy you a gift. I was like, okay, fine, no problem. Even that day, like yesterday, now today is the DD. Yesterday, and he had to my luggage. He told me, oh, I've gone to the shop to buy a gift, and then he reached, I don't know, home. Akapiga the suitcase picture, and then there was money, and then there was jewelry, you know, kulikuwa na watch, kulikuwa na, yeah, so he said, I'm going to send this luggage, and then you'll get it. It's okay. So he asked for my details. First, I gave them my details, because like, so on a post office, you can use my number, my phone number as an account, and then you can get something maybe even from abroad, yeah? M-Post, it's called M-Post. So I gave them, they said no, I want to use a courier service, like out when you wanafanya shipping. Then I was like, okay, sawa. Wakatuma nini mzigo? Akahakikisha akanitumia picha, akaniambia, oh, I've just sent it, najua kesho asubuhi itakuwa hapo. Kitu saa 3 saa 4 he called. He was like, so the luggage is there. Okay, I know that it will be there by around 10 in the morning. After kitu kama 5 minutes, a lady called me. Hello, are you so and so? I'm calling from, they just said the shipping company. I don't know, I can't remember the name, and they said that they are calling from Mombasa. They told me that your luggage is here, and it's been sent by so and so. I was like, hey, but I told this person, me, I'm in Nairobi, man. So why send the luggage to Mombasa Moi International Airport? Then they said like, oh, we need you to to send money so that my luggage can come. So I told them I have somebody in Mombasa who I can send to check for me the luggage, then I'll send the money. That is what I told them. They were like, no, you are the only person who can come and verify your luggage, not just sending anybody else. So at this point, I was communicating with my brother and telling him, okay, the whole story. He knew the whole story, by the way. So I told him, hey, this person has said that they have sent their luggage. Okay, so what happens? I guess he googled, because hata yeye hajaipata luggage kutoka Maju. Akaniambia, oh, they're supposed to be, there's a number. What is it called? Tracking number. That luggage should have a tracking number. So that person, when they send, wanafaa kupiga picha kama ni tracking number, and then you have the tracking. So your tracking number is what you use when going to claim the luggage. So I asked the person, like, where is the tracking number? This person told me that, oh, I forgot, I put it inside that luggage. And then Matthew, in that luggage, alinionyesha kulikuanga na dollars. So I asked him, these people are telling me to pay. And so ulisema ati umeweka pesa hapo ndani, mbona haukulipa? Ati unajua you're not supposed to pay on this side, you are the one who is supposed to pay. I don't know, no. So mimi nikaona, hey, this thing is not adding up, I'm telling you. And then it was that time of, it was 2020. 2020, like December. Yes, 2020 December. So I told myself, what will I lose? Because I called, and then they were like, hey, we have offices in Mombasa. So I asked them, so if you are to bring the luggage to Nairobi, what will you do? Definitely you will airlift to your offices in Nairobi so that I can get the luggage. They said, yes, we have an office. Where? Because they will not bring it in a vacuum. When they told me they have an office, simi niko hapa karibu na JKI. Okay, si mbali sana kutoka hapa na JKI. And then hiyo siku wakati wa COVID hata hakukuwa na traffic, hakukuwa na nini. I was like, do you know what I did? I called for an Uber. So this person kept on calling me. I said I'll not pick their calls until nishafika JKI. Until nikafika JKI. So tukiwa na mtu wa taxi, nikamwambia, so I was telling him the story. Akaniambia basi tuende mahali pa cargo tuangalie. When we reached there, nikafika hapo so he called, I asked that company if there is a certain company inaitwa hivyo ya clearing and forwarding. Nikaambiwa no. So then he called. I told him, hello, excuse me, I'm here at JKI. Kindly talk to this guard. Tell him exactly where your offices are. They hung up.
Wasting the time 6 months.
You know what he told me? I'm very stupid.
Indeed. You wasted that time.
I was very stupid, but I said they were telling me to pay 15,000 shillings. But Uber, to and from was around, was it 1,200 or 1,000? Thereabout. So I was like, better to lose the 1,000 than to lose the 15K. So that was part one. Part two. Part two was somebody, I told you, okay, my son, he has ADHD. So at times he can go from home and then we'll go look for him. So this day it was my mom who went to look for him. Then they were in a matatu going back home. So him having ADHD, so he's hyper. So alikuwa anasumbua kwa gari. So there's this man who was sitting kwa gari. And akaongelesha mama, akamwambia, bali mama mzuri. So huyu mtoto wako nimeona kama kuna shida hivi na hivi na hivi, naweza kukusaidia upate at least opportunity kwa government facility. Sawa, where he can be helped. No stories. My mom was like, hey, okay, sawa. Imagine this person followed them back home. He went home, he saw the place. Then he was like, I'll give you a number, the person who will help you. Then they gave us the second number. No, first they called me when they're at home. They told me, oh, there's this person who wants to help Marshall, blah, 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 blah. Then I was like, oh, okay, what is he going to do? He said he is going to secure a place in a government facility where this kid is going to get help. Then I was like, oh, okay. So I'll give you a number of another person who you will call and then they'll assist you. I called the second number. So when I called the second number, apparently they gave me another number, the third one now. And they told me this is the person who has connections with somebody who has a high rank in that office. Okay. So they told me, for you to get a letter to placement to that institution, you need to like have a letter. So we are going to make sure that the letter is written to you so that you can take your child there. So I was like, okay. How much? They said 15,000. So I told them, I don't have 15,000, but I have maybe 10,000. And then that person who is going to bring the letter, I'm going to give them the 5,000 shillings. Deal? Deal. Okay, I said like 10K. Telling you. So this person, it was on a Friday. They're supposed to write the letter, and then the letter is supposed to be delivered to me, either that Friday or the next day on Saturday. No, it was late, and then it was like, oh, I went to this office now. This person was very busy. I don't know what. So it was like around 5:30. They're about 6 in the evening. They're like, oh, okay, finally we got the letter. It was stamped. It was written. Now I've given the letter to the second person, to the second party. Get it? So I was like, it's okay. Let me now call the second person and hear how we'll get the letter and how I'll pay the 5,000 shillings. Shock on me. Si mteja wa nambari uliyopiga hapatikani kutoka juzi. 3 people.
You know, conmen are
3 people. You know, 3 people, I'm telling you.
If conmen just came together and decided to build this country,
this world will be a better place.
It's
true. It's true. So
because you know, when you're telling me that such a story, you know, sitting in a matatu, seeing a child who has a condition,
and then
coming up with a whole plan.
Imagine, like
so
I just want to imagine all the way. Imagine.
You must be very sharp.
Imagine. So you know, this was just, you know, that is why like I couldn't like tell he was a scammer, because I just asked myself like, kwani alijua atapatana na mamangu kwa gari? Kwani alijua atapatana na mtu wangu kwa gari? So hiyo inaweza kuwa ni mgenuine. Unaona Viki? Si ati ni wewe umeenda kwa ofisi usema oh labda huyu mtu atanieleza ni scam. Sio umemtafuta. Mtu imagine umepatana kwa gari. Kwa gari, but I was like, so you scam me because of my son's condition. Shame on you. Hiyo pesa kwani walikula siku ngapi?
Hiyo pesa scam.
Hiyo pesa alienda tu wakakuja hiyo siku. Hata you know I wonder. So like yeah, that's how I was scammed, and because of my son's condition. But anyway, it's life, and regardless, we move on. Anyway,
Regardless.
Yeah, we move on. So that is now. We were talking about how places where you can be scammed in Nairobi. Also, there are these people who tell you that like they are going to like they are representing a certain company and they want to reward you with something. So they tell you maybe you're going to win a laptop, maybe you're going to win a smartphone or something. And they bring the two papers. So they tell you like you're going to pay maybe like 200 shillings or 150, and then you pick. So whatever you get in that paper is what you're going to win. And they demonstrate to you. And the first demonstration, it's that person who does the demonstration. And you can see, oh, if you could have picked this one, you could have won a smartphone. Then you're like, oh, at least this one makes sense. For 200 shillings, I get a smartphone. It must be really nice. Then you try. I'm telling you, you get nothing. You get nothing. At a laptop. And at umepeana 150. Yeah. So, kindly don't try. Because, you know, you'll just be scammed. yani ile tu pole pole, hata yani mtu akunyang'anye na nguvu pole pole tu. Really unatoa tu pesa na ufuka pop. Amazing. So wewe unafikiria nini, in which way else can people discount?
Watu pia wanascam
or lose their money.
Wana lose their money through saa zingine maceleb saa zingine tu. Acheni tu hiyo kazi. We understand it's for the money, lakini acheni tu hiyo kazi ya kuadvertise watu biashara zao za scam kwa story.
Oh, there are these links. I don't know, they are given links.
Unajua yeye amelipwa. Yeye amelipwa. At times
they don't, maybe at times they don't usually don't know. Hata wewe kama hata
you know, kiza unajua, wacha nikuambie, mimi ni celeb. Obviously siwezi kukupostia kitu kwa Insta story yangu free. That is the policy.
Definitely.
That is their policy, so they don't even care what you're posting. Siashingiza ndo yake.
It's true.
So these people kwanza kuna celeb mmoja akilink anashinanga ameangusha tu hivi tu kwa Insta story na azifanyeni kazi. So kwanza anekanga za spin and win. Spin and win. Anekanga sana. Nini? So unapata imeadvertisewa hapo hizo ma spin and wins, sijui do what. Sasa wewe unaenda una create account. So spin moja unakuta ni kama 20 bob ama 30 bob. Una spin unashinda 20. Aya, unaenda unaangalia maximum withdrawal. Nakwambia hivi tunishaitry. Maximum withdrawal ana sijatry once, mara mingi sana sijai realize niko koniwa na koniwa. Juu unakoniwa 20 30 so to realize. So maximum withdrawal unakuta ni kama so.
Maximum or minimum?
Minimum, sorry. Yeah. Minimum withdrawal unakuta ni so.
Sasa hiyo utawin kwa hivyo so.
Tunasema so tu. Bas, acha ni spin tena. Una win 30. Unasema acha niegelee 30 ni spin.
Ifike at least maybe so ndio niweze
kutoa. Wewe. Unashinda tu hapo ukispin. Utaishi tu ukispin.
So maybe the third one, maybe una spin ukuliwe.
Si utashinda tu. Okay, unapata
that.
Ukispin, pengine unapata 10. Ama unapata less than the 30. So uenda tena chini.
Ilipenda loss.
Unajua bado kuna bei ya kuspin.
So
uko chini pesa ya kuspin, si ndio? So una recharge tena, ufikishe tena pesa ya kuspin. So utaishi tu hivyo. Alafu to make matters worse, tena wanaeka ati kuna msee alikuwa ameshinda 10,000, 1,000. So hata unaona. Alafu wanakuambianga the higher you stake, the higher the chances of
winning. Lakini people actually we like free things, eh? That's why we get conned. We like free things. You know, like when the deal is too good, always you have to think twice. Even there are these people also like maybe celebs or I don't know, or they just tell you that we sell boats, we do binary, so we can sell for you boats, they can work for you, then you can live the life, a flashy life like we do, you know. And mostly, like these people, it's you know, they just come in you know. Atukatai, there are those people who do it legit. Yes, but I guess legit. I don't know if it is 1% or something. But most of them they are just scammers.
Actually, they don't want to make lavish.
Lavish, and then you envy that.
Hivi kuna time nilikuanga na nini? Niko napewa pressure. Now wasi watatu hivi. 3 people.
Unaona wow, their life, this life. I need this life. I need this
unaendesha Audi ukiwa na 21.
Wow, I need this life. I need this life. Yeah. So
alafu watu wanakuwa lured kabisa.
It's true. Because people want to get quick whatever money scams zinafanyanga like people, because us nowadays we don't want to work, so we want to get cash like this. In a split second you want to be a millionaire, in a split second you want to, you know. So that's why I guess we get scammed. Also, there are people who've taken advantage in some streets in Nairobi where people do sell electronics. Yes, there are those people who do it legitimately, but also there are other people who scam people, Wewe umeenda kubuy TV set, then you buy from a broker. And this broker is not selling you as in a real TV. They're selling for you a fake TV. And then they're starting to tell you like, oh, so I don't know to activate this TV. You have to buy a card for you to activate it. How now? Where?
You know, it's not only TVs. Like, you know, even when you buy a phone in Nairobi, you have to be very careful.
Hey!
Just
you know, we have heard of stories of people
who buy simu yenye iko kwa display.
Hey!
Yenye iko huko nyuma. They're very two different phones. And so, I was talking to this friend of mine, and he told me one time, alibuy simu fake. A Samsung phone, aliangalia kwa display. It was legit everything. Akacheck everything. So, umse akamwambia ati acha niende nikutolee hii ni ya display.
Wow. Kitu ililetwa.
Wacha nikwambie, yes ilikuwa inakaa Samsung kabisa. Lakini unaona apps za Samsung kuna vile zika Samsung. So haziko zinakaa hivyo, zilikuwa zinakaa the normal, you know the normal. They are the types of Android. So alikuwa ananiambia, yes hizi akishika hivi simu kwa display, aeke sim card, ni hivyo tuongee. Sasa tuongee.
Si hakuna
uniuzia display.
What a card.
Wewe tu uko store.
Let you make a display. But that's true. But do you know there was this time also, if people like were being sold phones that are stuffed with mud, kwa streets za Nairobi.
Yeah. I remember that.
Unakumbuka hiyo time? Ni kitambo by the way, kitambo sana. Wow.
Nakumbuka hizo complaints. You know, this even goes to even naona Gekomba. Ita nikwambia Gekomba. Enda tuna karatasi yako. Enda tuna box yako. Unaenda unabuy viatu umezipenda ubeba guide ni nini? Anakuambia acha nikuvungie. Oh, unakiwa viatu mbili zifana.
Serious? Zina left whatever.
Ama unakiwa viatu mbili
za right hand, right. Serious.
Wewe enda tuna karatasi yako tu safi. See at the electronics page.
Wow, this streets.
In the ending.
Wow.
And I think so. What also we had not talked about, but you know this method that you know people have been losing their money, losing your money, losing your phone, and even losing your consciousness. Just by a tap, just by someone talking to you.
Yeah, by the way, those isn't it? Squeeze zimekuwa mob.
You know, even when I leave the house, I have this paranoia. That when I look to
you don't talk to anyone.
No,
me and guy.
When somebody else to tell you, maybe I'm not talking to you.
Serious, by the way, kumekuwa na those incidents.
Yani kumekuwa kubaya.
Or even losing phones kwa maybe like kwa matatu ama even kwa kaba. Ushisikia kuna mtu amedragiwa akiwa kwa kaba.
Yeah.
And then na akaibiwa kila kitu. Hivyo vitu zikaenda. Ama amedragiwa kwa matatu. And then everything goes, their phone, their belongings, you know.
It's really in Nairobi, tembea na maji. I had tembea na maji. Water, it will not work to the maximum, but it will help you.
Or when you drink water?
Yes. Yani, let me tell you something. And this is something I always tell, you know, my loved ones, people around me. Wewe ukitembea mtu kama hakuiti jina usitembee. Sindio kama unanitaka si unijue jina. Wewe tap me.
Ni noma.
Ni kubaya ni kunoma.
It's very true.
I also another way that people lose their money is increasing freezer.
Wow.
And these people have gone to an extent of creating Instagram pages.
Fuliza and also Hustler Fund. How will you increase my Hustler Fund? When you use this, you know, it beats logic. Wewe wacha.
Lakini mimi siku nini?
Huko lipa.
Hapana. Alafu anasema ati nilipe kwanza. So increase
kwanza.
Nikulipe na hiyo Fuliza.
Ulipe hiyo Fuliza actually. Yeah, mbona ulipe kwanza?
Mbona nilipe kwanza? Alafu sometimes I always feel like
and we always fall for these things
because too much information.
Alafu we always fall for these things because tunataka tu azimlezwa tunataka tu kazi pesa ya bure. So we always fall for them. And because they know people need money and they know if I tell you that you will have a hustler fund of 50k or fuliza for I don't know which limit, definitely utapenda. And then they're like, hey, I'll do it. And in all sense, they know they can't do anything. So you're just being scammed. Wow.
Na comment ya kuscam watu zimekuwa
more very the way as in just losing your money. Also, if you're not cautious.
Kuna hii ukiketi kitia mbele uko kwa driver, have to be very very careful. My friend, be very careful. I don't know why this
in a matatu,
in a matatu or even in a bus. But sana matatu na nisi tu matatu tu mzee. Sijasikia kesi ya matatu mpya. Okay, matatu. Sijui wanazitanga shuttles.
I don't know.
Hizi matatu box. Rare cases. Nafikianga tu matatu tu zetu. So, umeketi hapo unaambiwa ati mlango iko na shida. Wewe ukisikia mlango iko na shida, shuka enda nyuma au shuka ungoje matatu nyingine.
Or they tell you, or they tell you like as in you pull up the window.
Oh, and alafu sijui it always, yes, it has a problem, that window, because you will struggle.
You will struggle, yes. And in the midst of that, when you go checking, you don't have your phone,
you don't have your phone, you don't have your
money.
If you try to speak up, they either drag you or they wanakurusha nje. So be very careful.
It's true. And there's also this way, like people used to do, as in, yes, I also have cases. I had cases. But watu wakaogopa kupeana phones. Now, somebody is telling you, hey, I misplaced my phone. Hey, I've misplaced my phone. Can you just call it for me? Call it for me. And you know they don't have that phone there. So you call, could be you're calling another person. So you see, that person work on connections. When you call that person, they know this is the number. So, and then if that person is like, oh, I found my phone. So, so, inaanza kuring. Anaanza kusema, yeah, that's my phone. How? Phone yako inaanza kuring, anasema, hey, by the way, that's my phone ringing. Inapatikana iko kwa mfuko yako. Imagine something na simu yako hivyo. For real. Oh, hizo cases kulikuwa nazo mingi.
Hii Kenya sasa hivi
wewe ama like ushiona mtu unasnatchwa maybe phone. And then unaanza kukimbizana na mwizi. And then watu wanakugeukia. Wanaanza
kukuita, anaanza kusema
wewe ndio mwizi. Look at this Nairobi, wow.
And you know this content always come up with tricks. Nini, like the way you were saying, like people have disguised themselves. There is a documentary called Tinder Swindler. Let me tell you, I do not watch documentaries, but that one, I sat down and I watched it, and it's interesting. Go and watch it. Imagine this guy has impersonated himself as a son of a
rich person.
Yes, a billionaire. A tycoon.
Wow.
Yani akona na ana impersonate mpaka ana nini, initangwa ku Photoshop himself in the photos.
Wow.
Of the family.
Oh.
Yes. And I don't know how he does it, but he looks like the guy. So sijui kama ni surgery alienda, anafanana kama huyo mzee. So you start talking. So you're talking, he tells, and he's living lavish life. Let me tell you how he does it. He does it like this. He talks to you, okay? He shows you he has a daughter and a lady. And so he tells you, and you know you're talking, and he shows you how he's flying in and out of other countries and in the country itself. And all of a sudden he gets an emergency. So who comes through? You. Already you have seen the private jets, you have seen the expensive hotels.
So you are like, this person,
I love to make it more legit.
It's an emergency.
To make it more legit is even video calling you, so one adult. Yeah. So it's an emergency, and he asks for a crazy amount
of
when
money.
I say crazy,
Kwanza, when they know you also have money.
Yes. And you know, most of the ladies there were saying they went into debt.
Yeah, because they had to ask somebody to give them, they will
Kuna
return.
madem hata walikopa.
Wow.
Kuna madem walikuwa nasema yeye alienda kwa bank akakopa akamtumia. So what does he do? He's using that money to live this lavish life that he's living. And takes dem mwingine.
Wow.
And some girls were saying they even went to an extent of opening an account because alipiga akasema my cards have been blocked. My cards zimefreeze. My accounts have been freeze. So nitumie do nitakutumia by kesho jioni. So kesho jioni hata acha kukuongelesha, atakwambia nimepatwa na hiccup kiasi. Sorry. Nimepatwa na hiccup kiasi ama nakwambia nimeachwa na ndege, I need to buy another ticket for me and my bodyguards. Nadia anaonyesha the bodyguards.
Wow.
He has paid people to fake this thing. He will even tell you the bodyguard is sick, and the bodyguard is sick and analala kwa kitanda hospitali. You should watch that thing.
I'll look for it.
Nakwambia that guy, and hey, yani hata magari anaendesha, they are expensive. And so before these girls come to realize
they've been swindled
like no one's business.
Wow. You are in debt?
Yes.
Wow.
You are in debt.
If it is your money, you've lost a lot?
Yes. And so one of the girls was even crying. She was saying she doesn't know where to start.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
And this guy was arrested.
But because,
Okay, being arrested, hakukaa sana, he went back. Because at the end of the documentary, they give his Instagram handles. So I went on Instagram and searched for the guy, and now to make matters worse, ameweka story hiyo siku, sijui ako na gari, sijui wapi.
wow.
I was like, so the swindler is still swindled.
Way.
Huku usipochunga. Utatumia watu pesa.
I'm telling you, sir. I'm telling you, sir.
Don't fall in love with people.
But it's true. It's true. It's true. And then there's this always also online dating sites. These online dating sites, for example, here they tell you like you're supposed to pay a certain amount of fee for you to have a foreign
Date.
Yeah, for example. So if now you're here in Kenya, they're telling you you're supposed to pay so that you get somebody who is in Germany or somebody who's in the UK. You know, maybe they're charging like maybe 500 shillings. So this money is the one that you're being conned. Because they'll give you a number, yes, maybe an American number or a UK number or whatever it is, but it is somebody who is in Resambu.
Githurai 44.
Hey, or Githurai massive. I'm telling you. So you're communicating with somebody who is in Githurai. And then they keep on postponing your meeting, and all of a sudden they can even call you in the midst of that, you know? Yeah? So, one, you've been conned the money that you are supposed to, the registration fee definitely. You just imagine you're being told maybe you pay 1,000 shillings, you'll get a foreign like hookup. So how many people are paid for that?
That's a lot of.
You see? Yeah? So many people. So these sites get a lot of money. They scammed, and then this money, you're being told that you pay 1,000 shillings for you to get a foreign hookup. So it's never real anyway. We are not saying that there are no as in sites, genuine sites, but most of them they're just for scamming. Yeah, they are just fake dating sites. Yes. So there's where people always maybe at times lose their money. Yes.
Yeah. You know that there are many ways of, and you know, were we with you that day that we were talking about how these people on Facebook sometimes they say they advertise false things and then they start asking you for money.
Which things?
You don't remember that time we were talking to, let me not mention names, that your niece.
Oh.
And then she was saying that she was conned 20,000 for house rent. And
oh yeah, by the way it's true. Yeah, she was conned 20k. Imagine. How do you pay for something that you've not seen?
Yes, how do you
like a house? Okay.
I think so it's the naivety.
It's true.
Kila mtu tunakuanga the naive side of us because we have seen, but I've ever had a family member who was conned. Na ukiangalia tu hivi ilikuwa tu connect ujinga tu hivi ukiona tu. Yeah, ati kitambo there used to be people who will text you at your phone your phone numbers from where I work with an NGO and I'm currently in Kenya.
Oh yes.
Then they start telling you, I want to visit you. Anafika kwa njia anakuambia tigari sijui imesha mafuta, shika uongee na mafuta attendant.
Or even there are those even who send emails at you know, I'm on my bed, I have I don't know cancer, I want to leave you money.
You die.
So anyway, Vicky, I know this conversation can go on and on and on. I know we can even be here for 3 hours, and then this conversation will just it can't come to an end. Because calls will always come.
We were listening to another trick that they came up with. I don't know if you remember. Let's tell them there is this trick whereby someone calls you, they tell you, do you have a package? There's a package coming your way that you ordered for, that you never ordered for, and then another phone call comes and they tell you, where do you want your package delivered? And then after, there is a lot of exchange of phone calls, and in the midst of that, they tell you, so ulikuwa umeitisha mapepo. You don't remember that thing we're listening to. So ulikuwa umeitisha mapepo. So si mapepo zako ziko kwa njia zinakuja. Unataka ziletwe wapi?
Wow.
And so in the midst of that, you're supposed to be agitated. So ukikuwa agitated, ukue first kuzima simu.
Hapo ndio simu yako
ndio simu swapping because you not be able to see the comes
imagine.
So that lady was saying that if she was agitated to the point of switching off her phone, she would have not seen the SIM swap message. So ukipigiwa na mse unknown who is really anakukera, do not switch off that phone because utapata umeoshewa mpesa fuliza hasla
wanakopanga mpaka you never know. So
everything.
So I know Vicky, this conversation lazima iende on and on. So like, and time is running, and we need to come to an end of this video. So at the comment section, kindly let us know, have you ever been conned? If you have, what happened to you? Or do you know anybody who was conned? What happened to them? How did they recover from the being conned?
Also, if you're a con man there, gather your fellows and sit down and look for a way we can build our country, because we have
other than like scamming people,
so they're really right people.
So thank you very much if you've been with us until this point, and thank you for our subscribers. You've been with us through this journey, and now we are on to 1,000 subscribers. Yes. So, and if you're watching us for the first time, kindly make sure that you subscribe and also put on that notification bell so that each and every time that we upload an informative video like this one, you are among us the first people to be notified. So, until the next video, adios.
Bye.